Let's talk about interviews. More specifically, how most students answer behavioral questions and why their answers fall flat, even when they sound right. You've probably heard this advice: be yourself, show your personality, speak with confidence. And while that might help calm your nerves, here's the truth. Personality is not what gets you hired. Proof is. Because in every interview, the unspoken question is this: can you solve problems when it actually matters? If your answers don't give evidence, you get skipped, even if you're smart, hardworking, and passionate. Because at the end of the day, interviewers aren't looking for the smartest person in the room. They're looking for the clearest, calmest, and most credible one. And you can absolutely be that person, one 4-sentence story at a time. That's what this video is about. You'll learn one simple tool that makes your answers stronger: a 4-sentence structure. It's clear, fast, and powerful, especially when your experience is limited. Let's start with why most answers fail. Imagine you're in an interview and the recruiter asks, "Tell me about a time you handled a challenge." Here's a common response: "Yeah, I was in charge of a college event and things weren't going well. I took initiative and got it done." It sounds okay, but it's vague. What challenge? What action? What result? Here's a stronger version using this 4-part framework: context, action, outcome, reflection. Let's break it down. During our annual college fest, our event team fell behind because 2 core volunteers dropped out 1 week before the event. I stepped in, reorganized the timeline, reassigned tasks, and created a shared checklist so we could track progress together. We hit all our promo deadlines and had 150 sign-ups, the highest turnout that year. I've since reused that checklist system for 2 other student events, and it's helped prevent delays every time. Let's walk through it. Context. Set up the situation clearly. 1 sentence. No backstory overload. Action. What did you do? Not we, not the team. What did you do? Outcome. What happened? Use a number if you can. Reflection. What did you take away? What changed in how you now work? Let's do another example. Question. Tell me about a time you had to deal with a team conflict. Here's how a student answered. In our group project for a data science class, we were randomly assigned. One teammate didn't show up for the first 3 days. I proposed that we split the tasks by interest, took over the unassigned portion temporarily, and kept the teammate in the loop in case he rejoined. We still finished the project on time, and our instructor rated our presentation among the best in class. I learned that having structure makes it easier for people to re-engage without feeling blamed or pushed out. That's a fantastic answer. Not because it's dramatic, but because it's clear. The student showed initiative, diplomacy, structure, and impact, all in 4 sentences. Let's now build your own interview story bank. Grab a sheet of paper or open Notion or Google Docs. Here's a simple table to use. Theme: situation. What I did. What happened. What I learned. Teamwork challenge. Leadership conflict. Mistake ownership. You want 4 to 6 strong stories from class projects, freelance or part-time jobs, campus event management, volunteer roles, club or society leadership, personal side projects, with structure. These stories will cover most questions like: tell me about a time you worked in a team. How do you handle conflict? Describe a challenge you overcame. When did you show leadership? Tell me about a time you made a mistake. One story can fit multiple prompts. For example, the campus fest story could answer challenge, ownership, or even leadership. So don't overthink it. Just make each one real, clear, and intentional. Let's go even deeper. Now, you need to know about red flag interview behaviors. These are the most common mistakes students make in interviews. Mistake 1. Starting with traits instead of stories. I'm a great team player. That's not a story, it's an opinion. Mistake 2. Telling group stories with no personal action. We planned the event, we did this, we handled that. You didn't say what you did. That weakens your credibility. Mistake 3. No outcome. I tried something, but I'm not sure what happened. That sounds unprepared. Always close the loop. Mistake 4. No reflection. And yeah, it worked. That's not enough. What did you learn? What would you apply again? Now for the most powerful technique of all, say your answers out loud. Once you've written your stories, don't just read them silently. Say them. If you stumble or ramble, you'll notice it immediately. If it's longer than 30 seconds, trim it. If it doesn't sound like you, rewrite it. A good interview answer should sound like a smart version of how you actually talk. Not like a blog post, not like a resume, and definitely not like a LinkedIn caption. Final challenge. Here's what I want you to do next. Pick one story. Anyone. Use the structure. What was the situation? What did you do? What happened? What did you learn? Write it. Speak it out loud. Time it. Under 60 seconds. Now revise. If it feels sharp and clear, great. If it feels fuzzy, go back and cut anything that doesn't serve the story. You don't need to sound perfect. You need to sound real and ready. If this video was helpful, give it a like. It helps more people find it. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.
Find your unique value, let it free. Stand tall, rise up, be who you wanna be. Your story matters, sing it loud and clear. You got that spark, ignite it without fear.